This is Thundercats Classics 6-inch Lion-O, part of Wave 1 of the new 6-inch line from Bandai. I really like this figure a lot, and I was trying to figure out if I should tell you which one's better, the classic Lion-O or the 2011 Lion-O, and I couldn't decide. So I'm kind of show you the merits of both and kind of do like a versus video. First, let's look at the packaging of classic Lion-O. I'm not going to spend too much time on him. I'm just going to tell you the differences, really. Okay, the packaging. I really like the Thundercats Classics packaging. It's just a basic box-shaped bubble, but it has nice cardboard all around it and images. Whereas 2011 Lion-O, it's just a plastic bubble. I really don't like it. Got a good picture of Lion-O right there. I really like it. And then there's Mumm-ra, 6-inch Mumm-ra, who's also part of the new Classics 6-inch line. And there's Lion-O, the 2011 one right there, and Tiger and Chitara that just came out. And I already did a review of Chitara, so if you want to know about her, just look that up. All right, onto the figure. Like I said, he's really cool. I really like him. I enjoy the 2011 cartoon more than the original one. Actually, I find the original one kind of dated, since I tried to watch it again after the 2011 one came out, and I couldn't get past the first 6 episodes. I called it quits. Alright, so I mean, this guy's pretty in demand right now. Apparently, fans didn't really like the 8-inch versions of the Bandai Classic Thundercats. I'm not sure if it was a quality issue or if it was just because they were too expensive. I think it's just because they were too expensive. So Bandai actually decided to listen to their fans, unlike some toy companies, and start the 6-inch line. From what I understand, he's almost exactly the same. The 8-inch and the 6-inch classic Lion-O, it's just bigger. So if you want to economize, I'd go for him. Alright. Oh, so sorry. If you find this guy in retail right now, consider yourself lucky. You should start filtering in very soon, like within the next 2 weeks. Otherwise, you can get them online for like $25. The accessories that he comes with, they both come with basically the same accessories. Lion-O comes with a Sword of Omens, of course, and it is longer than the 6-inch. I mean, the 2011 Lion-O. It's got a little bit difference in the details and the hilt, but other than that, it's the same sword. And it was only a little bit bent. His was pretty bent when I got it. You can see it's bent a little bit, and you can easily fix that by boiling it and reshaping it. And I'll put a video up about how to do that. I just haven't done it yet because everything I've reviewed so far, I've already fixed the problem, so I really didn't have much motivation to do it. But I just opened him up, so I still need to fix it. So hopefully I can get that tomorrow, because tomorrow I have the day off. He also comes with the claw, the claw of Omens, and the sword in its retracted form. It fits right in there like that. Okay. And he also comes with, he has 4 hands total. He's got 2 lefts and 2 rights. So 2 open hands and 2 gripping hands. And he grips very well. And he's also got this little piece here that will clip on here, and it'll hold the claw. And I like this. Well, it has its qualities. It has its disadvantages. It fits in there like that, and then it'll clip on here. And what I like about this one better is it's a lot easier to get on and off and clip on. It only has 3 fingers. I can't remember if it had 3 fingers in the cartoon or not, or in the original cartoon, but it's got 3 fingers. Alright, and then Lion-O comes with the exact same accessories. Comes with the sword, the retracted claw, the retracted sword, the claw on his hand. I guess he doesn't have the exact same accessories. And then he's got 2 regular hands. And then he's got the claw, I guess it's in its carrying form. And what I don't like about this one is it's very hard to get it into the little clip-on thing. It's hard to get off. And it goes into there's a little peg hole down there for the ball. And then you just slide that in. You can't fit your finger in there, so you kind of have to push on it. You have to push on the piece of plastic, and it's really snug. It's really hard to get in there. So you lose the integrity of it. Yeah. Finally got it on. Alright, and that'll just clip on right there, just like him. So accessories, it's both about the same. I have no opinion on which one's better either way. Alright, the overall look of the new, or the classic Lion-O, it's really cool. It looks just like he did in the cartoon. He's pretty muscly, pretty bulky, and he's got a mean face. Look at that face, I really like it. And then he's really cartoony. He's got a very cartoonish face and eyes and eyebrows. So he's really cartoony. See that? He just has a lot more armor on him. He has a lot more going on when it comes to design and the mold is really nice. It's this, I mean most Lion-Os come out with the same mold with the flowing hair and his basic outfit. So mold, I mean he has muscle definition, but it's not extremely intricate. But his boots are really cool, I like those. And his face is phenomenal. I love that face. One of the bad things though is he has these screws all over him. They're really ugly. And his joints, they didn't do a very good job of hiding the joints. The only one they did was the boot, really. Which he is. Swivel. So I like the mold. See, again, I just can't decide which one I like better. So here's his. He looks a lot more armored, and he doesn't look as a mean face, but he still looks pretty vicious. And he's got real good range of movement. His mold is such a way that, I mean, everything works. You can touch his face, you can do a rocket kick. They have basically the same articulation, but because of how bulky he is, you can't, it kind of devalues the amount of articulation he has. I don't really like his crotch either. Looks very it just looks like it's a toy. It looks very toy-like. Alright, paint. So they both have kind of, not the same colors, but the same basic style. It's very simple. Just the blue part is just that one blue. There's no toning or shading in it at all, except for it's got highlights on the edges. The skin tone is just that same orangish brown. And then he's got his hands here, which are a lighter yellow, and the glove isn't a mold. It's just paint on there. His boots are nice, really cool navy. I like that a lot, and the detail and the highlights of his boots. And then his face is really sick. His hair is great. He doesn't have much detail in the hair. I think it's not two different paint colors, but it has a little bit of shading. But how I think that it is, they manipulated this paint after it was already painted on. So his face is really cool. Look at that. His eyebrows are perfect. It's flawless. His eyes, his cat eyes. The only thing that's wrong with the paint is under his right nostril there. There's a teeny tiny bit going onto the yellow above his lip, but I'm not complaining at all, really. Oh. And then the inside of this joint is orange. I hate when they do that. So just paint it. It's not going to cost that much more. And then his paint, different colors. I like this color scheme a lot, but it's just as simple. He's got this nice metallic-y green right here, and then silver highlighting. He's got these navy tops of his pants or shorts, I'm not sure exactly. And then his feet are really nice. Look at that. Nice metallic-y silver. And back to that green color on the foot. His fur is just that flat brown, and so is his little wrist. His face is a lot simpler than classic Lion-O. It's a real cartoony, but I mean it's also perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no flaws. Oh, and both of their Thundercats crests or symbols are amazingly put on there with no flaws. Blech. They don't come with display stands, and you can't really rig one up because they don't have any peg holes on their feet. but they stand up pretty damn well, especially him. All right. As far as articulation goes, pretty much the same articulation. He's got a ball jointed head, but it's pretty much just 360 because the sculpt doesn't allow him to look up and down. Ball hinge shoulders, 360 in and out, swivel at the bicep, simple hinge elbow, swivel wrist, ball hinge or ball jointed chest, so it can 360 and then in and out, back and forth, blah blah blah. Swivel at the waist. It's got a swivel hinge hip, so it can go out like that, and it can go forward like that really well. Got a double hinge knee. Thigh swivel, double hinge knee, a boot swivel, and an ankle hinge, and then it also swivels to the side like that. Okay. In 2011 Lino, it's very similar. Ball jointed head, left and right, and he looks up and down way better than classic. He's got a ball hinge shoulder, so 360 up and down. He's got a swivel bicep, double hinge elbow. He's got a swivel forearm, and then he's got the hinge on his hand. And classic Lino does not have that. Ball hinge chest, 360 in and out, side to side, up and down. Swivel at the waist, swivel hinge hip, thigh swivel, double hinge knee, and then a hinge foot on a swivel. So very similar. He's just lacking one less articulation. All right. As far as their size goes, classic Lino is slightly taller. It's not just his hair either. He's a little taller at the shoulder. All of the joints are really tight, and they're really solid, and they feel, and they're made in such a way with hard plastic that I don't imagine them getting very loose in future. Here he is next to Panthro. Let me angle it up a bit for you. Panthro's taller than both of them. Here they are next to Stoops. This is a DCU size toy. Speaking of which, here's Power Girl, about the same height. Then Transformers Prime Bumblebee. He's a deluxe class Transformer. He's about the same height too. Now, here they are next to a 4-inch Lino. He's the 4-inch one from the Armor of Omens. I don't have any of the 4-inch toys. They're just not that quality to me, so I wasn't excited about getting them really. Alright, so which one should you get? Again, I can't tell you. I wanted to show you both of them so you could see they both have their advantages. I just can't decide which one I like better. If you already have, if you want to get a classic Lino and you don't know which one to get, if you already have the 8-inch, you can probably hold off on this guy because they're the same. He's just bigger. If you want a classic Lino but you want to save money, get this one because they'll be cheaper than the 8 inches. If you don't care if you want a classic Lino and you don't care how much it is, I would get the 8-inch San Diego Comic-Con because the detail on that one is amazing. He's got more detail on the hair and his muscle, and especially on the back. His sword is a nice, shiny, hard plastic. He's really nice. So I don't know which one I can tell you. If you find it in retail, they should be in retail stores. They should be in retail stores this week or coming soon at least. Right now you can get them on eBay for about $25 or on Amazon. I'm not sure how much on Amazon, but anyway. Next up I got 6-inch classic Mumm-ra. I'll also be comparing him to 2011 Mumm-ra and the Armor of Omens. I just haven't gotten to that one yet because it's really tall. I need to get a bigger tripod to get it all in frame. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you watched Thundercats 2011. It's really good. Thundercats. Oh. Hey, that's my line. Sorry.